course.
Okay. So let's start today's session, and basically we are going to discuss uh, data structures array, how we can find out maximum element from an array or minimum element from an array, right? So let us
Yes.
first we take an example like int a. Okay, let's and we have assigned some value like 7, 4, 2, 8, 5. Okay, so this is the array, and we have to figure out the maximum element from this array. So what would be the approach? How to figure out? So this is the array. This is the fixed length array. You know the length of this: one element, two element, three element, four element, and five element. So each have a position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So
Yes.
what is the approach we are going to follow? Let's assume we don't know which is the maximum, but assuming the first one is max. Let's assume the first uh, positions data is the maximum. Let's assume that if this is 7 is the maximum, then we have to compare other each element, right? And check anyone greater than this number or not. So
Yes.
first we have to compare to the next element. 7 greater than 4, okay, don't worry. 7 greater than 9, yes. Sorry, 7 is less than
False.
7 is less than from 9, yes. So our max would be the 9. You have to change this value, our max, to 9. Again we have to check the next number. 2 greater than the 9, no. Again next element 8 greater than 9, no. Again next element 5, 5 greater than 9, no. That means in this way we have traversed all the element of array and figure out which one is the maximum, right?
Yep.
This approach we are going to follow. The approach is clear. First we take first element as a max, and then we can compare to the each other element. If anyone is maximum, then which we assume the max. If anyone maximum, then we replace our max with the new value. In the similar fashion we can compare each element. Okay, so let's write the code. Approach is clear.
Yes. So,
So
like, sir, I have written the code
hmm,
on my notebook. Firstly, I have took like int,
uh,
and
let's
the
let's I
variable
complete
is
and
the
let us I complete, and then we can discuss your approach, right?
okay.
So you always make a practice whenever anyone asks you write a program like find max from an array, right? So you always write code in your method. This is the first guidelines. Okay, so we have to write one method, right? Method. Method name could be the find max element, and this method will take input type your array. That's an area in a diameter. This method must return one integer value.
Yep.
So let us assume we have a one variable max. Okay. Initially, we assign the first position value as our concept. Clear? And just returning your max. Here we have to compare. First, we take the first value as your max, and we have to traverse all other element and compare with this max. So how to traverse all the element using the for loop? So let us like I for loop, and the length would be b dot length. We have to traverse the whole array length. Okay, and you have to check if this our max value is less than
Yeah.
uh, our element of, we have already taken 0, our we can start from 1. Let's, we have already taken 0 position as a max, right? We have start our indexing from 1. So this will I. Okay, and if you check the next element, this is the next element. If greater than, then we have to replace our max value. Max value is the p of I, right? So
Yes.
this is the way we have to check next value, then again I plus plus, then check next value. If this is the, yes, next value is, this is the maximum, then what you assuming? Then we have to replace max with a new value. Similarly, this and this. And after that, we have to invoke this method to test, right? Invoke this method and pass our array input, and, and we are get our max, and we have to just out max value. So please be note, whenever you are writing any method, your main method is the static method, right? So if you want to invoke any other method from this class name, the method should be static. So they are asking your this method should be non-static. You just mention as a static. Okay, so that we can invoke the static method from the main is a static method. So all the method we are invoking, that must be static. So this is some practice. We all, this code we can directly written a main method as well as, but we have to follow some practice.
Sir, why have we have written over here static method?
Yes, I just explained. Your main is a static method, right?
Yep.
From main method, I want to invoke this method, right?
Okay.
So if this is not static, compiler give me a warning. Give me warning. Non-static method, this cannot be referenced from the static context. That
Okay.
means if main is the static method, whatever other method you are invoking, main expecting you must invoke the static. Not this is the non-static method, right? So you have
Okay.
to write your static. Clear?
And so, like when we call a method,
Mm.
we like put a dot find max element.
Yeah. If in this way, that means this is the way. Let us, this method defined inside the which class? Sample class. So you have to create the one object of sample class equal to new sample, right? And after that say obj dot max. It will work. In this case, you don't need to make as a static.
Okay, if the object is of our main class,
Yes.
then we can directly call the method.
Yes.
L-
Which method you want to invoke, you must figure out in which class you written. We have written inside a sample class, right? So we have to create the sample class object. And from this object, you can invoke this method.
Okay.
The two way to invoke method. One way you can directly make a static and invoke directly. Another way, no, I don't change my method signature. I want without static method, still want to invoke from main method. Then you have to create the object of first class, and then from this object you can invoke your method.
Okay.
Let us run it, and you notice your max is the 9.
9.
Let us here just increase the 1 8. And again test, our max should be 80.
18.
So let's run
Sir,
the dry. 1 minute.
and okay.
1 minute, I'll explain. Let's run it at a dry run. Means whatever program you write, you just run from your code, right? So this is your element. Okay. This is your A element. You pass to this method, right? That means B variable refer to this array, correct? And you can just assume this is max. You have created one variable max, and max you are assigning the b of 0. B of 0 means this 0 element value. You are assigning 7, right? And your loop is started I equal to 1. Yes, I equal to 1. And I less than b dot length. What is the b dot length? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Surely I less than 6. Yes. Then go to this if block. In if block say कि max is less than b of I equal to 1. So 1 have a this position. What is the value? 4. So you are trying to say 7 is less than 4. 7 is less than 4. No. So just move to the I plus plus. Your I plus plus I equal to 1. Then I become a 2. Again you test condition 2 less than 6. Yes, 2 less than 6. Then you check max equal to again 7. 7 less than b of I equal to 2. 2 position have a 9. Okay, so you say 7 less than 9. Yes, 7 less than 9. Then you go inside the loop, and inside the loop say max equal to b of I. B of I means 9. So here max just change to 9. Correct? And again close, then you jump to the here. Again I plus plus, I become a 3. Again check I less than b length is 6. 6 the 3 less than 6. Yes, 3 less than 6. Then again you check max. Max now here the max become a 9. 9 less than b of I become 3. 3 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 2. Here 2. Okay. 9 less than 2? No. You cannot go to the inside. Again increment the I become a 4. Okay. I less than 4. 4 less than length? Yes. Now again check the max. Now max still 9. 9 less than b of I become a 4. 4 is the 18. 4 is the 18. Yes, condition true. Condition true. 9 less than 18. Yes, it's 18. Then you have to change the max. Then you can kind max equal to I of 9. Then max again change here 19. Oh, max become your 18. Again go to the I plus plus. I become a 5. You are checking 5 less than length 6. Yes, less than. Again go to the check this max. Now max become a your 18. 18 less than BFI. BFI become a 5. 5 hai? So less than 5. No, it's not 5 less than. Just go here. I 6 6. Again 6 less than 6. No. Then your condition false. You come out from the loop and you returning the max. Max your this variable 90. Right? So whenever you writing any code in this fashion, you can try on your copy front, and then you can directly try to understand each flow.
Okay, sir, can you please explain the line number 7 and 11?
Yes, 7 and 11. 7 is this.
Yes.
This is the function. This is the method you return. This method take input your one array, return your maximum value. Right?
What is the
Correct?
input?
Input is the array of B. Array data type.
But B array is nothing. We didn't assign it earlier.
Yes, right. This is the method. Whatever you pass here, any array pass, they return the maximum of that. This is the beauty. Now here you have a declare one array A, right? And you pass this A to B, right? So let us again explain. Whenever your program starts from main, you create one array A, you create one array A allocate memory for your element, correct? And A refer to this array. This line clear?
Yes.
Then you
Yes.
can create another object. You can create another object, not an issue. Another object just created in a heap memory, right? One object created. Next line you say object dot find max. So this object, whatever you object created, this object is a simple class. A simple class of one this method, right? Method. So you say object dot find max. This is the find max method. You are invoking method. You are invoking a method, another method. Okay. That method you are passing A, right? Here A. So A, what is A? This is referring to this array, correct?
We will
Now,
not write brackets after that to
no, no,
indicate it.
no. This only when you are declaring at that time you are writing the bracket, right?
Okay.
Whenever you are declaration at that time bracket at the passing any method, you just pass A. What is the A? Is the integer array data type, right? So now in this method, this is the B variable. B in this method, this is a B variable. B refer to now A. Right? Here you are passing, right? So your B variables is refer to A. And now you are doing all the logic, whatever. And finally, this method return on what is the value? Max. Max is assigned this value. Right? And you can just print out the max. So what is the benefit to writing this code? In any other classes, you can invoke this your main method. This find max element method.
Okay. And sir, I want to ask what's the difference if we write the public method and the static method?
Yes, I explain you. Whenever you writing a static method, that means this method can be, if this is the static method, then you don't need to create the object. Okay, you don't need to create the object. Without object, you can invoke. Right? If
Okay.
this is
So
non-static method, then you cannot invoke directly from the main method.
Sir, can you try by doing it with public method?
Yeah, public is also no problem. I will explain once public is also not an issue. This is simple rule. Whenever you are inside a method, that is a static. So all the method directly invoking that must be static. If non-static, you cannot invoke directly. Here we are trying to invoke the find max element directly from, right? So compiler not happy. Compiler say non-static method find max element cannot be referenced from the static context. This is the static context. You cannot refer any non-static content.
okay. And sir, like in the line 6, if we remove the comments,
Yes. Now you remove it, and
yep. And
then we have created one object. From this object, now you can invoke object dot, and after that you can.
if
That's
we
it.
have already written the object dot find max element, then what's the need to pass in the parameter in the parentheses?
Again, repeat the question.
Like, sir, if we have already made an object, sample object obj,
Hmm.
and we have applied the our method static public method over it, obj dot find max element,
Right.
and so then what's the need to pass out the parameter in the parentheses like we have passed in the a?
If you're not passing A, how this method know what is the input? This method, this method say I need one input. This is the array of data integer types.
Yep.
So you have to pass here array of integer. If any method expecting some input, whenever you are accessing, you must pass those input. Else your compiler is not happy. Compiler say, I couldn't find any method with a no argument method.
Sir, can you please explain the difference between line 7 and 11? What's the basic difference? Like, do
There
we
is a
need to
no
include both the lines, or is it okay if we just include line 11?
uh, line 11 though. Line 11 here, you defining one method. This method is name that will take input and return output. Is it clear? Line number 11, you are writing one method name is the find max element. What this method expecting, you are passing one me integer array, right? And I am returning whatever the maximum element from this array to you, right? This is the
Yes.
generic method we written, and this find by element method you any place use where you want to max. Now in my program I have a one array, I want to maximum of this a element. So I say, this is the method already have written. I pass this array. This will take one input and give me the maximum. Give me the max element. Okay.
Okay.
This is this here you first define a method. This is the method. Here you are using those method. Here you can use those method, and you are applying method. You can say, and now you are getting value.
Like, sir, here we are applying the method on obj.
Hmm.
So, and sir, then already we have passed the parameter a, then what is need? So I don't understand what's the role of obj over here.
If you are
What
not
is
passing,
obj?
okay, obj not passing. So how you can invoke method? For invoking any method of an object, you have to invoke the object dot parameter. Here again compiler say you are trying to access this method find by max element, or this is your
Oh,
static content.
got it.
Okay, from static method you cannot refer any non-static method directly.
Like, got it. I found one example uh, like there's a array of the grades, like grades obtained by the student in one class.
Hmm.
So that we can pass in the array over here, and those like there are the five sections in one school, like section
Hmm.
A, section B, and we want to apply on the section A.
Hmm.
So section A would be the object of the, I think so, classes, and we can apply like the section A dot find max grade, and in bracket we can pass in the array of
Simple,
that grade
simple
of that
logic.
section.
Yes, simple logic. Whenever you are writing any logic, this logic you flatly write here. If you want this logic, flatly write here. Let us what for the benefit. This code you directly write here. Okay, directly write here, and you simply print here. That's out max. Okay, there is no any problem. Just comment out. Your code is run, right? You can get there is. Oh, sorry. Here you have to write now your a variable, right? A variable. It will work fine. But you have a one array. You are getting one position and writing the math for like and getting the method. Let us again have a one array. Now we have another array. Let
But
us
that
we
is
have a
not universal, I think so. We
eh?
can't apply to the another
Okay.
array.
Let us we have another might be array. Okay. Now
Yes.
I want to max again. You have to write this code again here. I want to max of B now. So this is the problem whenever you are writing code inside your block. Now, just I commented out here. I have a method already. So what I can do? I can get the element of max element from A array, here pass. Similarly, you can pass here.
Yes.
You can get the element of B as well as here pass B. Okay, you have B array and you will get the max element of B as well as. So now the same this line of code are executed as many number of element you have, right? So this is the benefit. Any
Of
number
writing
of
the method.
right, any number of input you can pass and get the maximum. Here you are getting the sorry this right. You can get the 2 max, right? This is the input A. What is the max? This. This is the B array. What is the max? And a C array, D array, any kind of array. So
Okay.
you have to not same repeat code many types as you have. Right?
Okay. So it
Till now,
would be universal, like we can apply to a lot of arrays.
yes. So this is the simple way. Whenever someone asks, you write a program for let someone ask write a program for I find the minimum element. So you have to not write code inside the main method. Again, you write another method. Let's you write a want to find the minimum element. Find min element, right? And similarly, you can make a minimum here variable, right? And minimum just you have to replace this symbol greater than, right? Now you can find the minimum. Let us, I want to find the minimum. Main element. And we have already object got and pass in any array. And now you are getting the minimum element. Now this is the minimum element inside this B array.
Yep.
Okay. Similarly, you want to minimum element from A array. This is your B array. This is your A array. So you can pass here a. Let's add one hour. Okay. So you know this is a minimum should be 1. Minimum should be 1. So this is the way if you are writing code within a method, any places, any number of time you can invoke.
Sir, in line 7 we wrote int max element is object dot find max element a.
Yes.
So it means that what is it?
This means
So it
you are invoking find max minimum. This method you want to invoke, and this method expecting you are passing me array object, right? So we
no
have
it
to pass in here a as a this is the one array object.
no the line 7 means that there is a object dot find max element. We pass array a and we get max element.
Right. Correct.
So this is we got max element. So why we are writing method again?
Why you
A
writing?
pub the from line 21 22 I don't know public int find max element.
If you are not writing code, this let's say we have not written code. So if not written code here, right? You are trying to say. So who defined
Yes.
the compiler? Don't know what is the find max element. Compiler this here object what is the sample class sample this is a class sample class have only one main method, right? There is no any other method. If you are creating object dot invoking method in this class there is no any method, right?
But the method you told earlier, without this, we simply write public int final method for method. We don't use this sample object is equal to new sample.
Yes.
So that's also a way.
No, I'm not getting.
Like you said earlier, we do not include line 6, 7, 8,
So if you're not
and
including this line, okay,
7 also. Then we
so how to
simply
find?
write public int final find maximum element. We pass the array A and we use for loop and then we get the maximum element.
Yes, same I explained. Not if you write here
Yes.
for loop, so for one array your work, for another array you write the same code. Problem with that, nothing, right?
What is the problems? Can you say that again, please?
If you're not writing, if you writing this code, again I'm explaining. If you're
Yes.
writing this code, if you just commented out here, you don't invoke any method. Okay. Here you want
Okay.
to write a code that
Yes.
a right. I want to B max. How to find a B max? A give you the max. I want to find the B. Again, you have to write the same code here.
Yes.
Again, write the same code. So you
Yes.
have to repeat same code multiple times.
Okay. So that only for that we just declare one method and
Use the
whenever we
variable.
want.
Yes.
And we why we can't include in the static class like in the
Because
simply where we write and we why we declare outside the braces of public static void main method.
in Java, one method cannot define any other method. You cannot define any method inside any method. You always define method inside the
Acha.
class, right?
Okay.
You can define in one method. You cannot define any new method. Always define inside a class. Any method you define inside a class. So this is a class level. Okay. Here you can define any method like void. So right, you can define one
Okay.
method. But inside
And
another, you cannot define any new method like void display. This is the Java does not support syntax. Okay. Inside a method, you cannot define any new method.
okay,
Correct?
sir, how like we are in the driver program and we want to call out the method find maximum element.
Yes.
So how we will pass in the array? Like firstly you just declare one array A and then in brackets of find maximum element we write array B
Right.
and we didn't declare it earlier. So how will computer know that this array is already declared?
Compiler, you are trying to say for declare one array.
Yeah, we just declared array A and when we write public int find maximum element in bracket we write int B array.
Here int b.
No, in the public int final find
Here,
maximum element.
here,
Yes.
here you can give any name. Doesn't matter. Whatever. This is the method name. Here the variable name. Name kuch bhi. Name can give anything. But someone invoke, they can pass the value. Here, now come here again. Here you are invoking find my method. You are passing a. A you have already created. This is the array, right? So this array is referred by the b variable.
We can't write int A array in public int find maximum element.
You can write any name here. Doesn't matter.
We can't.
This name
Okay.
doesn't any matter, right? This name doesn't any matter.
Yep. It's just like a
This is
model. Like
again,
we can even write the numbers
again,
instead of
again, again. Let's again. आपको initially I explain you कि whenever code run line by line. First, this line executed, right? This line
Yes.
create one variable a, right? A variable refer your array of data structure, right?
Yes.
Okay. From here, you're creating one object. One object created obj. Okay. From obj, you are invoking find by one method. So this object sample class already defined one find by method. So this is the one method invoke. Okay. Inside the method you have written the b variable, right? We are expecting the whatever you passing. Here you pass a, so whatever a you passing is refer to this. The b variable also refer to this array structure. So b, whatever the name given here, they are referring the what value you pass. This is the value you pass. So due to that, this whatever given here, b, a, anything, those are refer to those value which are you pass here. Sometime you pass a structure, so they are referring to a. Here you pass a b. Just remove it. In this case, here you passing the max obj dot max. Here you passing the b. So your one method find by b whatever the array is passing. This variable refer to this. Sometimes this variable refer to this array. Sometimes refer to this array. Here you are going to give two times. One time for a array, another times for your b array. So this name doesn't any make sense. Whatever you give name, this will refer whatever you at a runtime what you passing there. Here passing the b, so this a variable refer to this value. Whenever you passing this a variable refer to this array.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
So this is the kind of so the,
Like sir, earlier when you started writing code, you
hmm,
haven't created the object obj. So
hmm,
you just have written the find max element in
hmm.
just parentheses a.
Yeah,
So
right.
would that work?
Yes, this method, na?
Yep.
This will work. If you are this, I think now, if you are not creating object, okay. So simply what compiler say, this is not object, right? So this is the static method. You are invoking another method. This is the new method. So this is
Yes.
the another rule, new rule. Ki we cannot invoke any static method from non-static context.
Yep. So that must be static instead of public.
Yes. In this case, you have to write your static.
Yes.
Simple. So that you don't need to create this object. Okay. Flat.
Yep.
So you can directly invoke this without obj. Right? It will work.
Yes.
Java have multiple approaches. Maybe you can write your method static and invoke directly without creating a new object. For learner, generally we say always write this way. But you can multiple approach you should know, right? If someone say I don't want to change this to static, then you have to create object and invoke method.
Okay.
So try to understand the flow here. Don't here I can give any name here. Here you can give any name. Don't here I can refactor name any name. Any name. Up you can give any name here. Any name refer whatever when someone invoke this method find max element. Here I will give find max element. They are expecting you pass me one array data structure. Here you passing a what is the a array data structure. So this any name variable refer to this array at this time. Whenever calling this method, whenever calling from the line number 11, this any array variable name they are referring to this array. Why you are passing the b? So this name is only applicable when you are going to use this method. Let us I not invoke this method. I not invoke this method. Okay. So let us see have written s out. Okay. So this method is not invoked. because you have not called anywhere. You've just written the code, but this method will not use. Okay, here something. This is okay. You are not getting any method invocation. Let's say comment out here. Okay. So here you declare a variable and you not invoke this method. Here you declare b variable, you not invoke. So this method is not used. This line will not print anything because until someone is not invoke this method from the main method, your program start from main method. Whatever written in main method only works. This code and this code will not works until you are not invoking them.
We sir did this earlier also. Like if we want to get the name of any student, we simply write public string get name
Hmm.
that returns the name. So why this method will not work? Public int find maximum element.
We are not using na where I can invoke, not invoke na. All whatever written in the main method, only those codes are run. Okay. In the main method, you just declare one variable and another
अच्छा
variable. You have not used this method. So let us now. I am going to use. I am going to use it. So this will work. Now this line in invoke. This line in invoke, right? Because you have invoked this here. Until whatever the method written, until you are not invoking from main method, that will not execute. Similarly, let's now again I invoke here, again invoke. So this line will 2 times invoke.
So
Reason?
what does invoke mean?
Invoke means call. You can invoke find method 1 time, 2 time. Are used. These methods are used by the 2 places, one places and another places. So this is the one place use, another place use.
How we will come to know that it will find the maximum element from array A or from array B?
This is the logic written in you. The same logic I explained you. Whatever you are a pass, this code return the maximum element of your code. This is the logic. You can get the maximum first position and check compared to the each element.
Yes, like whatever we pass in the parentheses, it will
Yes,
calculate. Like for example, sometimes we call the method calculate area.
right.
So for that, we have to put in the length and breadth in the parentheses.
Right.
So whatever length and breadth we put in parentheses, it will calculate the area accordingly.
Similarly, whatever array you are passing here, for those array, they are returning the maximum element. In this first example, first case, you passing the A array. So this code return the maximum for this element array. Next time you pass the same code here, same code for B array, right? So this will return the maximum of B.
ओके सर मैं हिंदी में अगर बात करूँ मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि अगर हमने मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट लभना है, आप कह रहे हैं कोई भी नाम जोड़ दो इंट एनी नेम.
Yes.
So if we want calculating area, we pass length and breadth of that
Yes.
rectangle only. So
Right.
similarly, if we want to find the maximum element of any array, we will pass array A or array B.
Hmm. Yes. Right. Here example here I pass A array. You will get the maximum A array. Here pass the B array. This method gives you the maximum of B array. So this is the logic you have built. Now, this is the logic you have built.
Okay.
This logic say you give me any array, I this method return the maximum of that array element. This is not depend upon the when
But that array should be A or B, or
not
it can
anything.
be
Let's
any.
anything. Let's get another array. We have let's see. Okay, C have let's some different value, right? Giving this maximum of C.
Like suppose if we find in line number 20 we write D array, any we pass from our side.
Here you pass C.
In line 20, if we
Like,
pass any array that is not in this class.
so I'm not. You are trying to say invoke this method from here. Then you have to pass some array here. What are you trying to say?
Eh, If we pass any array D, so will it take from C, B or A?
No, which array pass you? Let's we are creating D array. Okay, D array, right? Here you assign some value. Okay, so here you pass D, so it will refer to the D. So simple. Here name doesn't anything matter. What when you are accessing, what the value you are passing. They are only say this method will take input integer array. You can pass any integer array. Here integer array A, integer array B, integer array C, integer array D. But you cannot pass float array or string array here. Because the signature say I only expect input array. Here you cannot pass like a float array, yeah, double array.
Yes.
Here you cannot pass double array, right? Here you
Yes.
cannot pass. Here say they are expecting input array int, you are passing a double.
And
So
sir, I have one more
yes,
doubt. Like we have written this method after the main class, but we are calling it in the main class.
you
So
can.
how's that happen?
Yes, this is the logic in this is the Java object-oriented programming language. In the class, you can write object method any places. You can write up, down, don't any matter. You can write here this way. Don't any
Okay.
matter. It's always code start from your main method, right? Inside main, whatever the written sequence by sequence lines are executed.
Okay.
This method you written down or up whenever code compile. So code know that this class contain A method, B method. This program Java code not start always from this way. Okay, always start from main method. So our code start from here, not from here, right? Not like a C or C++. You always start from first. No, Java code start from your main method. Whatever the main method is, the first line this execute, then this, then this, then this, doesn't matter. So Java has some rules. You can write any variable, any method in any place in the class, right? So don't
Okay.
worry. I am writing method up or down. Java compiler identified this method were written. This method written up or written down,
Okay.
right? It
Yes.
will work. It will work. No any problem. You can write anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. But whatever written here, method one, method two, whenever you code run, your code is not from start from here. Your code start from here, main. First main written this line run, then this line run. Whenever this line say ki find max method, compiler figure out this method may be written down or up, doesn't any matter. They figure out. They figure out this method written here. Is it okay?
Yes.
So this is the some rules of your Java language. You should slowly know, right? Till now in doubt?
No.
So simple. So this is the code. This is the line of logic you build in a method so that this logic can be used any number of time. This is the only reason I give my this logic to the name. What is this logic? This logic find max element. The find x element I give a name so that anyone can use this method.
We can even use like in the another classes
Yes, you can
Pres-
write in the
Present
classes.
in the same folder.
Let's you write another class.
Yeah.
Let's like util class, right?
Yes.
Inside util class, you put this method too. Okay, you put this method. Your util class contains two methods. And here up now, whenever now run this code, compiler not happy. He is not able to find out the find maximum because this method is not defined the inside a sample, right? So
Yes.
he compiler error. So where this method you return? You return this method
In
inside
the
your
util
util.
class.
So you have to write util dot util
Yep.
dot. It works.
Yep.
Util
Or either we can create any util object.
yes.
Okay.
When you can create util object if this is the not static. If this is the not static, right? Not
Okay.
static.
So if
Not
it's not
static.
static, now we can
Then you
create the
cannot.
util
Yes.
object.
Yes. We have to create the first object. In this way, you cannot access this way. So you have to create
Okay.
first util
Object.
object. And now you have to replace this. Now it works, right? So Java, this logic you have written to calculate maximum of given any array. Given refactor given any array. Variable doesn't matter here. Here logic you have given all the logic you bound to this name. Find max element and find max element used by here for A element. For A it works. You given find max element for B array. For B it works. You give it for C it works. So one code, the same one line of code use multiple times. If you are not writing a method, that means you have to write the same code for A, same code for B, same code for C. The same
P.
code, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. This is the one violation of rule. As a Java coding standalone, don't copy paste same code multiple times. Okay,
Okay.
there are some rules. Whenever gradually you going to develop software, you have to apply some rule. You can initially you can copy paste this code three times, right? Copy paste for A, copy paste for B, copy paste for C. It will work, but copy paste same code multiple times. Why we are saying writing only one place? If let's see something you want to change here, you have to change only one place, right? But here
Yeah.
you have to change one place, two place, three places. So these are the some rules. Gradually, slowly, you will learn, right?
Okay.
So, any doubt till now?
No.
So last time we have also learned about one thing. We have a 2D array. How to find a max? We have defined
Yes.
2D array, right?
Uh,
Yes, yes.
just like we can try it on our own.
Uh, okay. So let us we have declare one.
Sir, we will discuss it tomorrow. We will try it on our own today.
Okay. So yes, you have to try. Okay. How to find maximum element for your. This is the single T array. Okay.
Yeah.
Here you cannot pass 2D array. I can declare one 2D array. Integer A. Sorry. Let's be G. 2D array here. Okay. Here you cannot invoke obj dot find max G. Because this method expecting you passing the single D array, but you are trying to pass here 2D array, right? They are require 1D array, integer of array. You are passing the integer of 2D array. So this method will not work. So you have to write the new method. That signature would be 2D array. You have to
In
write.
that method name will also be find max element, or we will change it.
You can write as per your need. One thing also I tell you, whenever you are writing, let's say I write one wide wide so function, okay, from Java rule. If you write one so function here, right, it works. You cannot write same so function again. They say कि duplicate methods defined, right? So you can change the date here. Here, let's say I say change integer x. Now here I can change integer y. It's still duplicate. But you say I integer x, but it will be array. It will be array data type. It will happy. Means you have to change the input types. Okay.
Okay.
So here you can declare another 2D array here. It will work. But for 1D array, 1D array, both have the same input, right? Same name, same input are not allowed. If your input are changed, this concept known as a method overloading. In one class, you can define more than one method with the same name, but must change the input data types.
Okay.
So here you can define the same name method again. You can define same method again. Sorry. Method again, but you have to change the data type. Here, if you just change this, it will work because this will expecting 1D array or this will expecting 2D array. You have changed the data types, change the input parameter. So in any class, you can define more than one method with the same name, but change the input parameter must. So that compiler can define, I want to know this methods or this method.
Okay.
So this concept known as a method overloading.
Overloading.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
So we will try it.
If we can try today.
Yes.
So tomorrow in the starting of class we can discuss that our approach.
Yes. How you can find maximum element from a given array. You write a method, new method, right?
Okay.
This will need just practice to writing any logic. Just avoid writing any logic in main method. This is general recommendation. But you can do whatever the code you can written in the main method. But just try to avoid. You can write all the logic in different method so that
Yeah.
you should follow some Java coding guidelines. Right? Main method is just used for invoking, just for calling those methods. Method 1, method 2, method 3. Main is just for executing your code. Main is not defined to write all your logic here. Logic should be in separate class or separate method. So this is the practice, just you try to follow.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. So you can just note down the topics which we
Yes.
have in our this
Just chat
course.
me. Just chat me on the group, right?
Okay. I can send you in the group.
And the group, okay? And all the
Okay.
code, whatever I written here, you can find the GitHub or my blog, right?
Okay.
All the code, whatever I written here, I'm just committed in the GitHub or as well as on my blog. You can find all the code from blog as well as, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to write this study two method. One, find by max element for the 2D array, and similarly find the minimum element for your 2D array. Right?
Okay.
Similarly, max and minimum logic would be the same. Only change this condition. Right?
Yes.
for greater than, for less than.
Okay.
Okay, so let us close the call and you try your best, else I'll today explain the same.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.